You sat on the board of directors at Proterra. You made millions, CNN reports, and stock options at Proterra. Then you promoted Proterra stock and Proterra products as energy secretary. Was that one of the stocks that you sold?
This is so, I mean, really.
Was that one of the stocks that you sold? Yes,
no,
really.
No.
You are presiding over institutionalized corruption in your energy department. You have violated the Stock Act 9 separate times. You have been referred by the Inspector General for violations of the Hatch Act. It is institutionalized corruption that you are now the face of. And here's what I'm trying to figure out. I just want to know who really runs the energy department. Is it you, or is it the mega corporations whose stock that you own that you're making profits in?
Oh, my goodness.
Or maybe it's the foreign billionaires who fund your conferences. Let's try something else. Do you know the names of the foreign billionaires who fund the conferences you go to?
Senator Josh Hawley delivers a devastating confrontation against Energy Secretary Jennifer Granholm, revealing alleged false testimony, undisclosed stock trades, and connections to foreign billionaire funding. This isn't just another political hearing. This is a surgical takedown, exposing potential conflicts of interest at the highest levels of the Department of Energy. In this explosive exchange, Hawley methodically dismantles Granholm's defenses, revealing she owned stocks she previously denied having, including shares in Proterra, a company whose products she allegedly promoted as energy secretary. The timeline of deception, the month-long delays in disclosure, and her inability to name the stocks she owned, or the foreign billionaires funding her conference appearances paint a troubling picture. This video breaks down every moment of the confrontation, analyzing the implications for government ethics, public trust, and institutional accountability. Let's dive into the main video.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Madam Secretary, nice to see you again. When you were here last, I talked with you about the fact that more than 130 officials in the Energy Department reported more than 2,700 trades of shares, bonds, and options in companies that ethics officers said was directly related to the agency's work. This is institutionalized corruption. And I asked you point blank, do you own any individual stock? And you told me, no. Let's just look at it. It was not a difficult question. Do you own individual stocks, Madam Secretary? You said no. In fact, you repeated it 3 times to me. No, no, no. Turns out that was false. You did own multiple individual stocks, and you neglected to report it to this committee for months afterwards. Why did you mislead this committee?
Oh, my goodness.
That was exactly my response. So why did you mislead this committee?
I believed that I had sold all individual stocks, and I was incorrect. So I came back.
You just don't know your portfolio?
Pretty much.
It's a big one, I guess, huh?
No, it's extremely small.
Apparently not. Someone manages it for you?
So I came back as soon as I found out that, in fact, I had not sold all individuals.
Wait. No, that's not true either. Let's just look at the timeline. Let's not. I just remind you, you're under oath. Madam Secretary, you testified you didn't own any individual stocks. You didn't sell the stocks for a whole nother month. And after you sold the stocks, you waited another month before you informed this committee. Why did you mislead us, and what were you hiding? Why did you wait so long? Why did you hide this?
I did not hide it because I brought it forth to the committee when I realized that we had made a mistake.
Really? What explains the delay? Why did you wait for a full month to explain your actions to this committee, your false testimony?
That's less than a month, and I sent a letter explaining what had happened.
May the 15th to June the 9th. Are we
because I owned a Ford stock that was...
You misled this committee, and you wait. What were the stocks? What were the stocks that you owned?
It was a Ford stock that my husband had owned since he was very young, and I just was not aware of it.
And what were the others? You sold 6 stocks. What were the other 5?
I sold non-conflicting stocks.
What were they?
Honestly, I don't even know. I do know the Ford one because that was a conflict.
You don't.
That's why I raised this.
You're here before this committee a year later after actively misleading us, after denying and delaying, and now you won't tell us. Was one of them Proterra?
No.
You sat on the board of directors at Proterra. You made millions, CNN reports, and stock options at Proterra. Then you promoted Proterra stock and Proterra products as energy secretary. Was that one of the stocks that you sold?
This is so... I mean, really.
Was that one of the stocks
Really?
that you sold? Yes,
No,
really.
no,
You
it
are
was-
presiding over institutionalized corruption in your energy department. You have
so sorry
violated
that-
the Stock Act 9 separate times. You have been referred by the Inspector General for violations of the Hatch Act. It is institutionalized corruption that you are now the face of. And here's what I'm trying to figure out. I just want to know who really runs the energy department. Is it you, or is it the mega corporations whose stock that you own that you're making profits in?
Oh, my goodness.
Or maybe it's the foreign billionaires who fund your conferences. Let's try something else. Do you know the names of the foreign billionaires who fund the conferences you go to? Since you don't know the stocks, do you know the names of the foreign billionaires?
This is unbelievable to me.
Let me help you.
Mr. Chairman,
One of
to
them
be
is
accused like
Hans-Org
this.
Weiss, a Swiss billionaire who has used various dark money front
I
groups
do not know what you
to
are
funnel
talking about.
various dark money front groups to funnel foreign money into American politics. He has used the Burger Action Fund, $20 million, that then sent money to the Fund for a Better Future, that then sent money to the Climate Power Group that has funded conferences you've attended. Do you know who this is? Do you think it's a good idea to attend conferences funded by foreign billionaires?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You don't know the stocks, you don't know the billionaires, you would take no responsibility.
Ford stock.
Meanwhile, your energy department, executives in your energy department are trading stocks in companies that they have direct oversight over, and you were too.
That is incorrect.
It's a
Nobody
fact.
in the Department of Energy, and we have a strong ethics office, does not trade stocks in anything that they have oversight over.
That
People
is
may own individual
simply not
stocks.
true, Madam Secretary.
Sir,
the Wall
this
Street
is-
Journal has reported on this
Senator, if I may.
extensively.
Wall Street
If I
Journal.
may, Senator, if I may just ask the question, is it possible that maybe we can continue this at a later time, but if you had any questions on the direct energy policies?
Mr. Chairman, this is directly relevant to institutionalized corruption in the Department of Energy that she oversees. You're, I think, about to say that the Wall Street Journal report's wrong.
The Wall Street Journal report did not say that people over whom they were in areas where they were directly overseeing had stocks. They did not. Our ethics office consults with all of our employees that need to be that have a reporting requirement about their stock holdings. They do not own stocks in areas that they have any influence over, nor do I.
Madam Secretary, all I have to say is this record is just deplorable. It is despicable. It is outrageous that hundreds of officers in the Energy Department are trading shares. It is
Incorrect.
outrageous that you misled
incorrect.
us. It is outrageous
Incorrect.
that you
That
are
is
continuing to
incorrect.
mislead us, and it is outrageous you're going to conferences and events funded by foreign billionaires using dark money to try to influence our politics. This has got to change, and frankly, you should go. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Senator Josh Hawley's relentless confrontation with Energy Secretary Jennifer Granholm represents congressional oversight at its finest, a powerful demonstration of why accountability mechanisms exist in American democracy. His performance wasn't merely impressive, it was necessary. In an era where public trust in government institutions hovers near historic lows, Hawley stood as a bulwark against the creeping normalization of ethical compromises and conflicts of interest that threaten the integrity of federal agencies. The senator's preparation was impeccable. He didn't walk into that hearing room with vague accusations or partisan talking points. He brought receipts, documented timelines, specific stock names, verified connections between foreign billionaires and dark money networks, Inspector General reports, Wall Street Journal investigations, each piece of evidence built upon the last, constructing an undeniable case that something is fundamentally broken within the Department of Energy's ethical culture. Hawley's greatest strength in this exchange was his refusal to accept bureaucratic deflection. When Granholm claimed she believed she had sold all individual stocks, Hawley didn't move on. He pressed. When she blamed portfolio managers or claimed ignorance, he documented the specific timeline of her deception. When she tried to minimize the Ford stock as a spousal oversight, he forced her to address all 6 stocks she sold. This persistence matters because it prevents powerful officials from hiding behind carefully crafted non-answers and procedural ambiguity. The Proterra revelation alone justifies Hawley's aggressive approach. A cabinet secretary who made millions from a company, then used her governmental position to promote that same company's products, has crossed a bright ethical line. This isn't a gray area subject to interpretation. It's a textbook conflict of interest that undermines the principle that public servants should make decisions based on national interest rather than personal financial gain. Granholm's admission that, yes, Proterra was among the stocks she sold, confirms everything Hawley alleged. The fact that she couldn't readily identify her other holdings, while managing a department with vast regulatory power over energy markets, is simply inexcusable. The foreign influence angle Hawley exposed deserves equal attention. Hans-Jörg Weiss, a Swiss billionaire with no vote in American elections, allegedly channels tens of millions through organizations like the Burger Action Fund, the Fund for a Better Future, and the Climate Power Group to shape U.S. energy policy. These aren't transparent political contributions, subject to disclosure requirements. They're dark money networks designed specifically to obscure the origins and intentions of foreign wealth influencing domestic policy. That Granholm attended conferences funded by these networks, yet claimed complete ignorance, suggests either incompetence or willful blindness.